Hi everyone, welcome to Graphic 45. I'm Janus and I'm here to share with you this pocket junk album using Graphic 45's Voyage Beneath the Sea Deluxe Collector's Edition. Aside from the papers in the collection, along with the chipboard and stickers, here are the other materials I used for this project. I have the ivory ATC rectangle tag and pocket album. I've already prepared some fuzzy cuts here of the papers. I also have some loose pages from an old book. So the first thing that I do is tear the loose book pages into much smaller sizes to fit the album. So this is about 3 1/4 by 4.5 inches. And because I want it to look more rugged, I crumbled it up before tearing them up and putting them back together. I prepared about 16 pieces of these. Once that's done, I take 2 pieces and stack them up roughly, and then I glue them in place and add some white gesso. Any brand will do if you want to try this out. I don't have a specific preference when it comes to brands. Again, I'm doing this roughly and you don't need to cover the whole paper. Next, I'm taking some modeling paste and a stencil and adding some random patches of texture to the page. Once that's dry, I added in some paints. The colors I used are phthalo green and blue aqua and a little bit of fancy yellow. And again, these are just random splashes of color, but I did focus more on the central areas and I didn't cover much of the outer portions and corners of the page. Then I just repeated these steps onto the remaining papers I set up earlier. I then used the script stamp and Black Decades die pad and stamped portions of the design onto the papers. Then I noticed that I overpowered the stencil design that I did earlier, so I repeated that one again, just to show more grunge and texture. Now that my papers are ready, I'm moving on to decorating them. So I have here some wooden cogs and gears that I embossed with gold embossing powder, and I used some green paint to kind of stain the gears to give it like a mossy, moldy look to it. You can opt for waxes or inks for this one if you prefer that. But on my part, this was the closest paint I had on my table, so I went for that. Now I'm just going to arrange everything, including the fuzzy cuts I prepared, plus some stickers and chipboards. I also added in some of the matte pearl gems to one of the chipboards to add decorations, and I just glued everything into place. So I'm going to set this aside for now and work on the other inside pages of my album. I cut up the pairs of paper from the collection into 3.45 by 4.8 inches. The other one, I just cut a portion about 1.4 inches for the pockets. I cut about 8 pairs of these. Specifically, the papers that I used are Aquatic Passage, Steampunk's Splash, Neptune's Adventure, and Voyage Beneath the Sea. I just glued these into place, and this is how it looks like so far. Now I'm taking the junk pages I made earlier and gluing them into place as well. I specifically placed them into the pages where there are bigger gaps in between them. That way it maximizes the space and I don't end up with an incredibly bulky album. Next, I'm adding some design and embellishments to the tags. So basically, it's the same steps as I did with the junk pages. The only difference is I simply add in patches of the book pages instead of using the entire thing to kind of cover the whole base. I'm leaving off adding any textures to this one, so I skip the stencils. I also used some of the excess papers and just covered up the back part of the tag to kind of help it keep it more sturdy. Then I just added in some ribbon and lace. Last bit to do on the album is decorate the front and back cover. I added some green lace and papers on them and decorated the front with more cogs and gears. I added in a little shell that I painted to give it some more detail. I also glued in more papers onto the inside portions of the cover. Then I just added in stickers and paper decoratives on the pages. And this is my finished project. I left the other portions blank, that way once I have my photos and other items I want to place in ready, it's easy enough for me to add more detail later on. I also have enough space to add in postcards and a few pull-out pages should I decide to. Thank you for watching. I hope this video inspired you to create something as well. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Graphic 45's YouTube channel. Follow us on social media and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!